Yes, hi, this is George Garakis again, and today I would like to discuss about the math problem solving process and how this is related to the way that I'm presenting my math videos. So I have here 4 steps that I would like to go through with you, that I think they are the most important parts of solving any problem in math. So, and I would like to start from the most difficult situation that you can encounter. And like that can happen specifically when you have final exams where you have to be examining in a in a material that you cover the whole year or the whole semester. And what can happen is like what I call the worst case scenario that you might encounter. It's to have no clue where to start from, have no clue what the problem deals with. So like where you have to refer in the book, in which topics in order to solve it. I think that's the worst case scenario. And the answer to that is look for keywords in the problem. So if you go to the problem, you have to search for keywords, so which keywords will give you a hint on what topic you have to use in order to solve the problem. And if you want to have a better idea about what I'm talking about, you can click on right now on the right side of the video, the icon, and you will see right away an example that deals with, let's say, with case number 1. So once you have an idea of where you are going, I think the next step is what to use. And what do I mean by that? I mean, let's say, for example, that you have to find a derivative of some function. So, there are so many rules about derivatives, and sometimes you have to combine a lot of them. So you have to know which one to choose. So that's what I mean with what to use. You know what you have to do. Let's say you have to find the derivative, but you have to find what rule or rules of differentiation you have to use. Like you might have to, and for those of you that you are familiar with differentiation, you might have to use implicit differentiation, you might have to use chain rule or any other rules or a combination of rules. How you answer this has to do with the when that I have in my presentation. Like whenever I go through a topic in math, I always say the first thing I do is I mention when you have to use this topic. This way you know what you have to use. So the answer to the question what to use has to do with the when that I explain in my videos. Now, once you know what to use, the next is the next problem in the problem solving process is how you will use it. And here you have to know the theory of the topic, and you have to be able to understand at least the basic theory in order to solve a problem. Because as I mentioned many times, even in my other videos, is like if you only follow an example and you don't understand the theory behind the example, the moment that you get a little bit different question, you might get lost. So it's very important to spend a little bit of time to understand the basic theory you have to use in order to solve the problem. That's why that's the second part of all my videos. I state a brief theory of how you use any topic in math. And finally, the last point number 4, is you have to be certain that you can do it. So that's why it's good to follow an example. So that's why in all my presentations, in all my math videos, they close with an example, with an illustrated example that explains steps 2 and 3. So this way you're sure that you can do the problem. So I think that's the 4 steps that somebody has to know how to deal in order to approach any math problem, even the most difficult one. I think that's, as I said earlier, it's the worst case scenario is when you have no clue where you will start. So, and again, you have to look for keywords, and these keywords has to be math keywords in the problem. So thank you for taking the time to view this video, and I hope you find it useful, and bye for now.